Chicago Bears head on the road to Atlanta to take on the Falcons in Week 11. So let's talk about this matchup, break it down for you guys, give you guys my preview, and a final prediction score at the very end. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. Here to talk about their matchup, as mentioned, this week against the Falcons. So if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button, people. Please make sure you are following me on all my social media platforms. And as always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Let's get into it. All right, so let's start with the numbers as we always do. So the Chicago Bears are underdogs in this one against the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are favored by 3 points. They are at home, and if you guys remember what I always tell you about the betting spread, is that if you are at home and you're favored by 3, that's basically the odds makers telling you that it's a neutral matchup. Like, that's just a given 3 points that Vegas gives the home favorite when they think it's an even matchup. So essentially they're saying this is a pick-em. I know the Falcons are favored in this one, but it's -3. It's like that default line. Over-under in this one's 49, which doesn't surprise me anymore because the Bears games used to be really low scoring and now they're really, really high scoring. So yeah, this could easily hit the over, and I'll get into that in just a second here. All right, so overall, taking a look at the Falcons here, they're 4-6 on the year, and the Bears are 3-7. Now, the Bears have been in so many close one-score losses, and so their record could easily be, better than the Falcons at 4-6. But their record is 3-7. And the Falcons, folks, they have been, I wouldn't say exceeding expectations, but they've been solid, right? Like, the Falcons are a team not a lot of people expected to do much in this division, and they've been, okay for the most part. They haven't been a mess, is what I'm basically trying to tell you, right? When you trade away your franchise quarterback for a long time and Matt Ryan, and you're basically rebuilding, you're not expected to be very good. Now, they still only have 4 wins, one more than the Bears, but the fact of the matter is the bar was very low, and Falcons have seemed to stick around there. So I just want to point that out. All right, more numbers here. Falcons defense. This defense is very exploitable. They're 31st overall defensively, so literally the second to worst team in the league overall, and then 32nd against the pass and 18th against the rush. That's key here, people. We got a funnel. We got a pass funnel here. The Falcons secondary is trash. They're awful. You can throw on the Falcons all day long. They're way better against the run. Not elite, 18th, but they are better. But you can certainly exploit them in the passing game. Or conversely, taking a look at the Bears defense here, they're 15th overall now, so literally middle of the pack, 10th against the pass and 20th against the rush. So we know that rush defense is still pretty porous, but the pass defense is better. All right, so my first key in this game for the Chicago Bears offense is going to be to get the passing game going. Now, easy enough, simple enough as it says. Let me explain. Last week against the Detroit Lions, the passing game, for the most part, had looked broken. It got going later in the game, but it looked broken. And I need this week, all right? If Luke Getsy, if you're watching this, probably not, but even if he isn't, I need Luke Getsy to get Chase Claypool more snaps. So when I say more, I don't mean just a couple more. I'm talking about get this man on the field for 50, 60, 70% of his snaps. If not, already he should be a full-time player. Chase Claypool was traded for a second-round pick. We paid a second-round pick for him. It's been 2 games now. It's going to be his 3rd game. He should be up to speed. Get Chase Claypool in the game, all right? I don't know if that's an Eberflus decision or a Luke Getsy one. I don't care. We need Chase Claypool because we need to exploit the passing game. We have, for the most part, all of our receivers healthy at this point. Darnell Mooney, Byron Pringle, Cole Kmet, Chase Claypool. Velus Jones Jr. has been inactive because it's a coach's decision. Even he's healthy. So I don't know if he's going to be active, but I'm just saying, you've got your weapons. Justin Fields needs to have this be the game where he goes out there and throws for 200 to 250 passing yards. And that's not to say that he won't be able to run in this game. He certainly can. He can run against any team. I'm just telling you, the numbers tell you that the Falcons are bad against the pass. We just saw them lose last week to the Carolina Panthers. All right, so the Panthers have literally no talent. The Bears have more talent than them. So this is certainly a matchup that the Bears can take advantage of. I think Justin Fields is going to go off in this game, folks. You're telling me you're giving me Justin Fields in a dome, and you got all his weapons out there, and it's a bad defense? Oh, I mean, he's going to be licking his chops trying to, think about this Falcons defense. They won't be able to do anything with them. But yeah, Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet's been coming out with the touchdowns. Like, just get the passing game going. I need Luke Getsy to get Justin in a rhythm early on. That's what needs to happen. Get Justin in a rhythm early on so that during the game, he stays in rhythm and he's able to dial in these passing plays. Let's get some shots down the field. Let's get some deep shots. That's what you brought in Chase Claypool for. Get him on the go route. Get him deep. Get Darnell Mooney out deep. Let's get some production through the passing game. Okay? That's the number one key. Now, I will say you certainly can still try to run the football, and you absolutely should. The Bears are the best rushing attack in football. I want them to run. But I will tell you this. We don't know if Khalil Herbert's going to play this week. He got hurt last week. So it could just be David Montgomery out there. And then obviously you got Justin Fields. Numbers tell you the Falcons better against the run. So you certainly still want to try to run. But I'm just saying you might be shorthanded without having Khalil Herbert out there. All right. Let's switch over to the Falcons side of things here and take a look at what the Bears defense should focus on against the Atlanta Falcons. So the Falcons, to me, are pretty straightforward on what they want to do. This team just wants to run the football. I'm serious, folks. All they want to do is run the football. If they could win every game 17-10, they would love to. This team does not like airing the football out. And this works well for them in this matchup because the Bears are bad against the run and good against the pass. So they will try to run this game, and they're going to try to feed Cordell Patterson. Now, that last week, that was a mess because he only got 6 touches, didn't do anything. But CPAT, who we all remember as Bears fans, he was on the Bears, and we definitely didn't use him correctly like the Falcons have. If you remember, CPAT had a bunch of blow-up games earlier this year. He's ran for over 140 rushing yards in a game. He can certainly go off in this one. So you need to key in on Cordell Patterson. But also remember that the Falcons do have weapons out there. Even though they don't like using them, they do have Drake London. They do have Kyle Pitts. Even though they haven't produced much and they're very up and down, there's still weapons out there that can do damage against the Bears. But overall, I need the key in to be on CPAT, Cordell Patterson, because all the Falcons want to do is run the football. If Marcus Mariota beats the Bears, throwing from the pocket and ripping us apart and darting us all over the field, so be it. I'll take my L. I just don't want to lose with Cordell Patterson going out there rushing for 20 rushes and 150 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. That just can't happen. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's the key here for the Bears defense is to go ahead and focus on Cordell Patterson to stop at him and let Mariota beat you from the pocket. All right, so overall, folks, I got to tell you, look, the Bears have definitely been losing a lot. And to me, the losses don't sting as much because I know this year is not about wins and losses. But I will say in this one, I just don't think the Falcons are that great of a team. And I think this is a game the Bears can win. -3 is not a big number at all. I told you it's pretty much a pick 'em in my eyes. And I'll take Justin Fields and the Bears' chances here. I think, they've been getting so close, and I think they finally get over the hump here and get a dub. Give me the Bears 30-27 in this one. Victory over the Atlanta Falcons on the road. Justin Fields continues his torrid stretch of elite quarterback play. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below as always.